Today on the channel, we finish up Elite Series 102 with the unboxing of the Chase edition of Austin Theory, and then we rank the entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Elite Series 102 unboxing video with the Chase Austin Theory. And of course, later on in this very video, we will rank the entire set of 102 from my least favorite to my favorite. But remember, for all your 102 needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other ones on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's check out the old Chase edition of Austin Theory here. A little different color scheme on this one, like a good Chase should have. We do get the silver and black attack instead of the red and blue on the regular version. Get all the extra accessories that we got with the other one, so that is on point there. But definitely a cool dynamic with two different heads. I'm a big fan of that for Chase figures. We should always have two heads so we can make them feel even more different if at all possible. And that's what we got with this Austin Theory. Glamour shot, got Austin Theory, WWE Elite, Elite 102. Series 102 on the side, a little picture of Austin Theory right there. On this side, we got the Certified Authentic, True Effects, Austin Theory playing all the hits. And on the back, got the big cross sell. Of course, in this very video here today, we're going to rank this entire wave from my least favorite to my favorite once we get Austin Theory Chase out of the package. We got the tail of the tape, we got the blurb, we got the glamour shot. Let's see what it says about Austin Theory. From Atlanta, Georgia, beautiful this time of year, height 6'1", weight 220 pounds, finisher the ATL, career highlights United States champion, Money in the Bank winner. After being the youngest Money in the Bank winner and youngest United States champion, Austin Theory proved that he is now a town down. There you go. How about that? Of course, Series 102 Edge, Austin Theory, Gunther, Sami Zayn, Commissioner Foley, and Rhea Ripley. A very diverse set, I think we'll say. There it goes. See you later. Goodbye. Got the little backing card there. The old WWE logo looking good. See you later. Goodbye. And then we get the old plastic prison here. No twist ties. Just a little rubber band action in the back. There's old Austin Theory. We got the two heads going on here. Cut him out of the rubber band prison. Put that off there. Let's pop these hands out. There we go. And can I pop that head out? Cell phone fell out. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. Rubber band off to the side. See you later. Goodbye. Now let's look at these accessories first, and we'll dive into the figure here. We do get the cell phone once again. I do say this is, we're early in 2023. We're almost halfway through the year, but I will say this will be the most lost accessory, especially if you have kids. This little cell phone is very, very small, easily lost, but I like a cell phone accessory. Of course, the modern day cell phones. It does look like an iPhone, like I did say, and I did say in the other review, it would have been cool to have a sticker on here of Austin Theory, like he's actually taking a selfie. But I understand that would take a little bit more money, a little bit more execution. I get all that. We do got two gripping hands here. Would have liked to seen a fist somewhere mixed in the mix. But you got the deep, big open hand for that cell phone. I got to say, the cell phone does not sit in there perfectly. There's just like a certain angle you have to get it in there because it will just fall on through. So you got to be a little careful. Don't want to lose that cell phone, as we keep saying. But then we're going to dive into Austin Theory here, and what is old is new again, as it is, of course, the same as Austin Theory of before, but this time we got the Raiders colors going on here. We got the all-day knee pads going on, the Austin Theory logo as well. Same thing on the trunks, the vest. Of course, Polly Pocket style vest on this one. You got the black wrist tape instead of the other color we saw with the regular edition. All black boots. Very Stone Cold Steve Austin-like, and all this black attack going on here. But it does look like Austin Theory. It's just a little bit of a head scratcher in these heads. They have such crazy heads on this figure, as we talked about before. To me, he looked like Little People Big World's Zach Roloff. He looks like a little person. Who knows? A very interesting look to Austin Theory here, but very, very big smile with gums showing. All gums blazing, like a young Judas Priest, we could say. Got the same hairdo on both of these. The second head's got that big O face going on. Looks like an upside-down Dorito almost. I don't know, but just wild, wild head sculpts here. I would have preferred to have one wild head sculpt and one more normal head sculpt instead of two really crazy ones. It's just too much crazy goes a long way, and it goes in the opposite direction for me. So it does hold this back a little bit with those crazy head sculpts. But I'm trying to decide which one do I like better. I'm going to sit and think about it between the two figures. I kind of like the simplicity of this one. The silver and black attack looks really good. It really does pop here. It's just the heads that are a little bit off. And I guess you could mix and match. You could get that old way Austin Theory maybe and put this head on there. The haircut is different on that one though, of course. But very interesting looking Austin Theory figure. Arms, of course, are going to go all the way around. You do get the bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Hits being played here at the table. Hands removable, of course, back and forth. Head removable, head back and forth. You do get the ab crunch in the middle. Of course, this is Polly Pocket style. Very easily removable if you need to do that. You can do those big old Austin Theory splits. You got this thigh cut right there. Double jointed knees. Not pinless knees yet. We're getting closer and closer. We did see Rhea Ripley with the pinless knees in this very wave. You get the boot cut, then the ankle articulation back and forth there. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%, as I always do say. And what do you know? There's old Austin Theory looking good right here on the old Mattel ringside stand. And like I said, use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. So there's the Austin Theory. We already kind of walked through it with the regular edition. A lot of similarities, just the color combination is really the only difference between the two. And you're going to find out very soon which one I do prefer of the bunch. So next up, we got Austin Theory done. Now we got to rank Elite 102 from my least favorite to my favorite. All right, the time has come. It's time to rank Series 102 from, of course, the latest Mattel Elite line here today. Of course, as usual in these ranking videos, get your list together, put them in the comments down below, and make sure you do put them in order. That is the challenge, but that is the fun part. And we got 7 figures here, including the Austin Theory Chase, which he is going to count in the rankings. And we're going to start it off with number 7. So number 7, my least favorite of the bunch. You know what? I can't believe I'm doing this. We're going Edge at number 7. I do like the color scheme on Edge's gear underneath, but he just feels a little bit off. There's something a bit off, and it very well could be the head sculpt on this one. Not a huge fan of the big Undertaker Polly Pocket jacket either. I wish it was soft goods. I understand the cost complexity with the soft goods. It just feels like a traffic cone like this. It just doesn't get a lot of detail, and it almost just feels like Edge cosplaying as the Undertaker, which I guess he kind of was, if that's what he was wearing at the time, which he was wearing at the time. But an interesting new Edge head sculpt there. Just something missing totally here, and nothing against Edge, as Edge is one of my favorite guys that's on the main roster right now. But this one just didn't do it for me, and maybe that just sums up Judgment Day under his lead. People didn't want him as the leader at Judgment Day, and I think Finn Balor works a heck of a lot better in that role than Edge does. But Edge, he's coming in at number 7 for me in this countdown here. Then we're going to go to number 6. And I'm going to go with Austin Theory, and I'm going to go with the blue and red one, the Captain America colors. And once again, an interesting one, this Austin Theory, a guy that's been all over TV the last year plus at this point, a guy that his star is on the rise. Of course, we talked about him beating John Cena at WrestleMania. I think just between the two, this is the outfit I prefer less, and I'm just going to go right here into it. Series number 5 here is going to be the black and silver edition. Something about the laid-back colors of black and silver instead of the bright colors, I think work better on this Austin Theory. And this Austin Theory could have been a little bit higher, but both these head sculpts, I like what they're doing. They're trying, taking chances, things like that, but they both kind of fall a little bit flat. I would have liked to have seen maybe one of these zany, crazy faces and then a more regular, serious face, something like that for Austin Theory instead of 2 crazy faces. But I shouldn't worry too much because I imagine we're going to get a lot more Austin Theories in the future. And I do like the new technology of the new cell phone accessory, the bigger hands for that. It's just, maybe it's because I'm not the biggest Austin Theory fan in the world, but these do fall a little bit flat for me, at least where I sit at this table, as you guys do know right now. So there's 7, 6, and 5. We're going to go to number 4 now. Number 4, I'm going to go to Sami Zayn. Nothing against this Sami Zayn, and a little bit like Austin Theory, I do appreciate the new accessory with this one. I think that is really cool. It was a phenomenal match with him and Johnny Knoxville. Really stole the show at WrestleMania 2022 for me. It's just not, I don't know, a little bit plain Jane, I guess. And I got to think there'll be a lot of people wanting this figure because of Sami Zayn's new recent heights he's come to on WWE programming to put with the bloodline, things like that. I will say, I think we all know that there's going to be a lot of Sami Zayn figures in the near future here, and I think this one will be picked up in high regard and then kind of discarded as some of the Bloodline ones start to roll out there, but still a good version of Sami Zayn. And one thing that does hold this back a little bit for me too, I should mention, is the face sculpt. It is a little goofier one. Obviously, this is a goofier match, but much like Austin Theory, it just comes off a little bit strange to me, and I would have liked to see 2 heads with Sami Zayn, maybe a more serious one with the goofy one. Goofy ones are very difficult to pull off as a single solo head. When you get 2 of them, it's even more difficult to pull off. So, an interesting one, but not a bad Sami figure. I love to have this to pair with my Johnny Knoxville from Elite 101, so it does work out there. So there's 7, 6, 5, 4. Down to the final 3, and at number 3, we're going to go to Rhea Ripley. A little bit of size reuse, head reuse, of course, from the last version of Elite Rhea Ripley. Nothing wrong with that. I like that it matches the edge from that same event of the Hell in the Cell. I like what I'm seeing there. I don't mind the jacket on here. I love the color combination. All around a good Rhea Ripley. It does, to me, feel a little bit small, especially when paired next to Edge, as Rhea Ripley isn't Zelina Vega, who's about 5 feet tall. I mean, she's, you know, up there at the high end of the 5-foot height range there. So maybe she feels a little bit smaller. Maybe they need to go back and mold her a little bit better, a little bit bigger sized maybe. But it's still a very good figure. A lot of tattoo work beyond the clothes, as you can kind of see the tattoos through the skin-tight clothes, or whatever you want to call it, the fishnet. On the stockings and stuff. So definitely a good Rhea Ripley. I think there's going to be better Rhea Ripleys in the future, though. I do feel that is the case, and I'm sure Mattel would say that about every figure here. We'll have better ones in the future. Constant learning, constant improvement. As we always say, they're always trying to make the next series better than the last. That should be a goal for any company out there. So now we're down to the final 2, and this is a very close one. 2 of my all-time favorites. Of course, these rankings for me, a lot of it has to go with nostalgia, who I have as a favorite. These 2 are 2 of my current favorites, or I guess Mick Foley, an all-time favorite for me. You know, the overall sculpt of the figure, what I like about the figure, things like that, where sometimes guys and gals I don't like are a lot higher up than other ones. But this time, these are basically in order of my favorite characters in a lot of ways. I do really enjoy Rhea Ripley, always enjoyed Sami Zayn. Edge is kind of the one outside of the bubble here, as Edge is an all-time favorite of mine. This one just didn't work for me. So it's always a mix in some of these ranking videos. But you know what? It is very, very close here. But I'm going to go Gunther at number 2, and I'm going to go Commissioner Foley as my favorite one here. Now, I'll explain this a little bit. Gunther, of course, I absolutely love Gunther. Loved him as Walter. Love the red soft good jacket. Absolutely awesome. Love the new physique. Love the new head sculpt. I think they got him shrunk down perfectly. It is basically the perfect figure. I'm going to go Mick Foley, though, as number 1, because we had to wait a heck of a lot longer for a Mick Foley, Commissioner Mick Foley figure than we did for a Gunther figure. So I'm going to give that the edge. I love the soft goods on it. I know some people complain about the fringe on the arms. To me, that doesn't bother me on this figure at all. I like the Commissioner logo underneath there going sideways. Looks good. I love the new execution of a one-and-done gavel hand where the gavel is fused to the hand. I love neat stuff like that. I love that we got the cactus, the Commissioner nameplate there. Of course, Mick Foley, an all-time favorite. To get a short-haired version of Mick Foley, there was just a lot going on for this figure here. And I can see this not being everybody's number 1 figure, but it is an all-time legend, one of my favorites of all time, in a gimmick we have never received before, in a total new look that was executed very well. That's why I'm putting that one at number 1. And Gunther, I think we're going to get a heck of a lot more Gunthers in the future. It'll be interesting what they could do, as nothing against him, as he is awfully plain Jane, but I would love an Imperium to match, to display behind him, and I'm sure we're going to get all that eventually there. But an interesting set in 102, a little bit of something for everybody. You got a classic Mick Foley from way back in the day. You got a current Intercontinental Champion in Gunther. Rhea Ripley, Sami Zayn, both at the heights of their career right now. Austin Theory, a young up-and-comer as the Chase in 2 different kind of incarnations. And then you got Edge, another Hall of Famer in a more current incarnation. Not quite as current as he is right now, but current enough. So a nice mix, a nice blend in 102, and I think that's what we need out of these Legends line. A little bit of something for everybody, I think, is the way to go, and that's what Mattel gave us right here. So there it is. That's my rankings of Elite 102. What say you guys and gals out there in YouTube land? How would you rank this set? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on the Patreon channel, including early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, dog stuff, you name it. A lot going on in the old Patreon, and best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget to hit me up, follow along on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Elite 102 and the Austin Theory Chase, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.